Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Construction is nearly complete for the Ballinger Road Bridge Replacement Project, which is located above King George Branch. Inclement weather has impacted the initial plans for opening the bridge sooner. During the final stages of the job, traffic will continue to be detoured at Chimney Rock Road and Wakefield Drive. Motorists who need to access Leonard Recreation Center should do so from the west by going past the road closed signage at Chimney Rock Road. Anyone in the area should expect delays near the construction zone. The work is expected to be completed by Friday, April 21st. Crews will be on site dependent on weather conditions and the availability of materials and equipment. For more information about lane closures and road construction, visit the city's website and subscribe to receive email notifications about upcoming street projects. The Housing and Neighborhood Development Department is offering a new housing program specifically to assist public service employees with becoming a homeowner. The Public Service Heroes Homebuyer Program is an incentive for moderate-income public service workers. To qualify, they must purchase a home in the Greensboro city limits in areas designated for reinvestment. Applicants can apply for the city's Down Payment Assistance Program, which provides down payment and closing costs for a forgivable 5-year loan. This program is limited to households with public service workers employed by the City of Greensboro, Guilford County Public School teachers and administration, as well as active military and military veterans earning 80 to 120% of the area median income. Guilford Metro 911 has published its annual report. The publication details the ways the department served the community last year. The report highlights a range of accomplishments from making technology upgrades to handling nearly 700,000 calls. Department Director Melanie Jones said Guilford Metro 911 is progressive and responsive to the needs of our public safety agencies and the community. We stand ready to fulfill our role as the first responder. The annual report outlines the department's quality assurance, staffing, call volume, and other notable statistics. Be sure to check out the awards and honors earned by the employees. To review the Guilford Metro 911 annual report, please visit the city's website. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's News for Your Health.
Often, when we think about heart disease and the things that we need to do to prevent it, the focus is on things that we need to stop. But today, we're going to focus on things that we can start doing to improve our cardiovascular health. We should all be moving our bodies at least 150 minutes per week. This can be moderate activity like swimming, going for a brisk walk, mowing your lawn, or even dancing. If you can't do 5 30-minute intervals at a time, start small. You can even start at just 5 or 10 minutes and work your way up. You'll be surprised how quickly you'll be able to do more. Increasing your exercise not only limits your risk of heart disease, but it also lowers your risk of developing dementia, many cancers, and diabetes. Try to include lots of fruits and vegetables throughout the day. If you're someone who likes sugary drinks, try to make a pact with yourself that before you have any of those beverages, you'll have at least 1 or 2 waters to start your day. If you like meat, then stick with the lean meats, like chicken or turkey, rather than red meat. We also recommend that you have fish at least twice per week. And the oilier, the better. Salmon, trout, sardines, tuna, these are all fish that are high in omega-3, which is helpful in lowering the risk of heart disease. Not sleeping enough has more effects than just being sleepy the next day. We should all be trying to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And unfortunately, sleeping in on the weekends doesn't help to make up for the effects of lost sleep during the week. Trying to fall asleep at the same time each evening and wake up at the same time each morning Also, limit screen time in the hour before you go to bed. Bright lights from cell phones and tablets and television can interfere with your body's ability to go to sleep in a natural way. We live in a stressful world, but how much stress you experience and how you react to it can increase your risk of developing many health problems, including high blood pressure. Stress also can lead to bad habits like smoking or overeating or not exercising. High blood pressure and these habits are all linked to damaging your heart arteries. If you find that you're stressed, think about ways that you can try to reduce that, like exercise, spending time with friends or family, gardening, yoga, whatever brings you joy. If after making these changes you still feel stressed or anxious, you might want to talk with your doctor, a therapist, or a religious advisor. We should all know what our blood pressure is. For most people, your blood pressure should be less than 130/80. We should also regularly check our cholesterol levels. Additionally, make sure that your doctor's checking to see what your hemoglobin A1C is. It tells us if you have diabetes or prediabetes. Finally, know your BMI, or your body mass index. This is calculated based on your height and your weight. This number will tell you if you're at ideal body weight, overweight, or obese. It's also important to know your family history. Know if people in your family have high blood pressure, strokes, or heart attacks. It's also important to know the age they were when they got these things. If men had heart attacks before 55 or women before 65, that's considered premature coronary artery disease. And that raises your risk of having these events at a younger age in life. Not only should you know, but it's important that you also tell your healthcare provider. Make sure that they know your family history so that you can work together as a team to limit your risk of heart disease in the future. Although heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States, by making these changes, you can start reducing your risk. If you want more information on how to take care of your heart, go to conehealth.com/heart. I'm Dr. Tiffany Randolph.
The Water Resources Department is asking homeowners to take a survey about lead pipes, and the community is asked to share their concerns about the safety of a major traffic corridor. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. If you live in the city limits of Greensboro, the Water Resources Department needs your help to determine where underground lead pipes are located on private and commercial property. The Water Resources Department's Lead and Copper Compliance Program is an opportunity for homeowners and business owners to weigh in. These groups are asked to locate the indoor section of their service line, test the line's material to see what it is, and then report the results to the city. The entire process should take no more than 15 minutes. Knowing the type of materials service lines are made of helps the staff at Water Resources to inventory those lines and identify potential risks of lead exposure. Step-by-step instructions on locating your service lines and how to report your findings, which is referred to as the survey, are available on the city's website. The Greensboro Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization and the North Carolina Department of Transportation are seeking public input. Residents can share input about a future reconfiguration of the Battleground Avenue, Lawndale Drive, and Westover Terrace corridor. Residents are asked to detail their concerns about safety and other issues traveling to and through this area. North Carolina DOT Project U6108 intends to improve traffic congestion, make the roads less confusing, better accommodate bus riders, cyclists, and pedestrians while improving safety for all users. Input can be shared with an interactive feedback tool available online. The project is in the early planning stages. Funding for the initial engineering work is included in the State Transportation Improvement Program. Construction funding has not yet been identified, meaning the project construction timelines are still undetermined. For more information on this and other projects, visit the city's website. The 2022 Women of Greensboro report has been published by the Commission on the Status of Women. The 50-page document is available online and details the findings and data gathered from the survey of more than 1,100 female city residents. The report identifies different structural and individual challenges facing women in Greensboro and notes the following 4 key issues. Money. Women are concerned about having enough money for retirement, and some are concerned about having enough money to survive now. This issue involves fair pay, equal treatment, and opportunities for career advancement. Mental health. The report discloses many female residents are concerned about mental health issues and resources to address them. Healthcare. The survey reveals women in Greensboro struggle to find suitable access to primary care physicians, specialists, and dentists. Sentiment. While women generally appreciated life in Greensboro, many had an unfavorable response when asked about living as a woman in the city. The report also details the survey's data collection process and compilation. It also contains recommendations for the City Council and other city leaders. For more information about the Commission on the Status of Women or the Human Rights Department, please visit the city's website. Guilford Works has a new leader at the helm, but she is no stranger to the organization. Coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to the Executive Director of Workforce Development. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Guilford County Workforce Development Board is also known as Guilford Works. The agency recently welcomed its new executive director. Joining me now to tell us about Guilford Works and her vision for the department is Dr. Danielle Harrison. She is the executive director of Guilford Works. Hello, Danielle. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Carla. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you. As the newly appointed director for Guilford Works, tell us, what is your vision for the department?
Sure. And so just to start off, I want to say that our mission at Guilford Works is to create equitable opportunities for our job seekers and our employers. And so it is my vision to continue doing that, but we want to reimagine success. And what that means is ensuring that our presence within a community, it continues and that it expands. I'm wanting us to educate the community about workforce development and what workforce development entails, including our partnerships and all of the inner workings of what we do and how we create success for individuals.
Okay, well, let's break that down. You do have a lot with respect to your coverage. So it's Greensboro, High Point, so essentially Guilford County. So tell us about what you would define workforce development as. A lot of people singularly see it as the place to connect with jobs.
Absolutely, and so I love that question, by the way. And so yes, most individuals do see workforce development as solely connections to jobs, but workforce development is so much more. It entails education, training, and connections to community resources. It is truly barrier elimination work. And so I'm hoping that in my new role, I will be able to better educate the community about what we do at Guilford Works.
Okay, and partnerships is a really big part of what you're doing there. Tell us about the partnering agencies you work with and what role do they have within Guilford Works?
So in our 2 comprehensive career centers, we operate under the integrated service delivery model. And so we have both internal partners and external partners. And some of those agencies comprises of the Department of Social Services and/or the Welfare Reform Liaison Project, or the local community college such as GTCC, or our K through 12 institutions such as Guilford County Schools.
Okay, so you're really trying to meet people where they are, identify their needs beyond a job, and then training or education or just soft skill training, all the things that you would be needing in order to have a successful outcome with employment.
Absolutely. We work with both the employed as well as the underemployed and the unemployed.
Fantastic. Now, you have so many achievements that take place within workforce development. Can you share just a few examples of what your team has been able to accomplish?
Sure. So within the last year alone, we have served approximately 60,000 individuals within Guilford County. And those are individuals who have accessed our services. In addition to that, we have had over 30,000 individuals to enter our career centers. Also, we opened our new Emerging Workforce Center that's located at 301 South Green Street, right here in Greensboro. And so on top of that, we have had over or almost nearly 100 outreach events. And so we are being very strategic in how we are engaging with our customers and clients.
That's fantastic. And I feel like Greensboro often is the trailblazer. So with this Emerging Workforce Center, it's the first of its kind within your system beyond just Guilford County.
That is very, very true.
Congratulations on that. Now, you just said you have 100 plus outreach opportunities that you've already hosted. Do you have any upcoming events or programs you want to promote?
Yes, we actually will be having a 500 jobs initiative for individuals between the ages of 16 and 24 at our Emerging Workforce Center, and that will take place on April the 22nd.
Fantastic. Well, this is the time of the year when parents are trying to find something productive for their young people to do. Guilford Works is certainly the place to go if they need a starting point, and we love the Emerging Workforce Center because it centers around our youth. Well, Dr. Danielle, thank you, and congratulations again on being appointed as the new Executive Director for Guilford Works. Clearly, you're doing great things. Come back and keep us posted as you bring new programs online. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The remaining 30-acre parcel of land located in the Pyramid Village Commercial District will be developed by Ryan Companies. Pyramid Village is on Highway 29 in northeast Greensboro, one of the city's most active thoroughfares. This mixed-use project is expected to deliver a transformational development to Greensboro's east side, which is experiencing growth based on the city's revitalization strategy. Mayor Nancy Vaughn said once again, as a city council, we are making good on our commitment to support equitable investments. For years, we have been waiting to develop this valuable property. This plan is in lockstep with our vision for East Greensboro. The anticipated mixed-use development will include healthcare, retail, multifamily, and hospitality to complement the current existing commercial uses in the area, including Walmart and Lowe's. This project will transform Pyramid Village into a vibrant destination, providing pedestrian connectivity and regional access with its close proximity to the recently completed final section and interchange of the I-840 Urban Loop. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here's some of the special events happening this weekend on the town. Come be amazed and entertained by the international ensemble of the Cirque Italia Water Circus. From March 30th through April 2nd, master jugglers, low-wire fanatics, and wild trampoline acts will thrill the entire family under the big tent in the Four Seasons Town Center parking lot. Tickets start at $10 and may be purchased at cirqueitalia.com. The Tony Award-winning musical Les Miserables comes to Greensboro March 28th through April 2nd at the Tanger Center. This epic and uplifting story is one of the world's most celebrated productions and has played before over 130 million people in 53 countries. Tickets start at $44 and may be bought at the Tanger box office or online at tangercenter.com. Dress up your pups and head to the Griffin Dog Park April 1st for the city's annual Egg Hunt for Dogs. Your canine companions must be leashed and up to date on their shots to participate in the costume contest and the hunt for treat-filled eggs. This is a free event, but registration is required on the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov. Sip, Savor, Shop, NC returns to the Coliseum Special Events Center April 1st. Enjoy some of our state's finest wines and sample tasty treats from local specialty stores while you peruse rows of goods from North Carolina shops and artisans. Early bird tickets cost $25 online at sipsavorshopnc.com. The current cast of the TV comedy Whose Line Is It Anyway brings its hilarious improvisational humor to the Carolina Theater March 30th for a performance of Who's Live Anyway? Audience participation is key, so bring your suggestions and you could end up with the cast on stage. Tickets start at $55 and may be bought online at carolinatheater.org. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Creative Greensboro has selected 10 local artists whose work is being featured on the digital kiosks located throughout downtown Greensboro. This is the second year of the Downtown Arts Program, which enhances Greensboro's built environment with original artwork. The artists being featured for the Downtown Arts Program are as follows: Deb Frederick, Stephen Cozart, Katie Hallahan, Greg Hostler, Shalene Miller, Jessica Dame, Alexis Levine, Natalie Robinson, Bevelyn Yucca, and Andrew Bowen. Each artist receives a $500 honorarium and their artwork is showcased for 10 weeks. The artists are also featured on the city's website and on Creative Greensboro's social media and newsletter. The artists were among 35 applicants selected by members of the Cultural Affairs Commission and the City of Greensboro Communications and Marketing Department. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the City of Greensboro. The Parks and Recreation Department, in partnership with Abilities Tennis Association of North Carolina and the Greater Greensboro Community Tennis Association, will host free tennis clinics for players age 8 and older with intellectual disabilities. The program will be held from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Sundays from April 16th to June 11th. Registration is required and sessions will take place at the Latham Park Tennis Courts located at 905 Cridland Road. Parents or caregivers should stay on site during the sessions. For more information about adaptive and inclusive recreation programs, visit the city's website or call 336-373-2626. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO, plus GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.